Ready for our virtual walkthrough on your chateau. We're going to start in the back and work our way around. So we'll start with your ladder. You do have a walkable roof. I do recommend going up there every once in a while and inspecting your roof to make sure everything's in tip-top shape. Every once in a while you're going to want to spot seal your sealant. You want to use self-leveling sealant, white, and do that every once in a while to keep your warranty on your roof and to keep the roof in tip-top shape. The back bumper caps come off. That's going to be the perfect spot to store your sewer hose. It does not come with a sewer hose. That is something you'll have to purchase separately. You do have a receiver here. You can tow with it. It has an 8,000 pound, see right there, towing capacity, 500 pound hitch weight, as well as a 7-way on the back if you are going to flat tow or dolly tow your car. You have your fresh fill for your water for fresh. So set your hose in there, start filling her up. Come around, you have your short cord on the side. This is your short cord, 30 amp. It will come in the unit. It'll be in this compartment when you guys get to it. This twist on and this twist on too. Nice secure length. About 30 feet. And then right above this is a inlet for cable. So if you are going to go somewhere that provides cable, you can hook in through there. It's rare nowadays that you'll have cable, but it is an option. Pop this open. Got access to your little compartment here. Got an access panel in here. I believe that is to where you can access your fresh fill. We can find that out just in a sec. Alright. Right back in there, so you take that panel off for number 2 square bits. That's this for these screws, or you could use a Phillips if you'd like. Open that up, you get to that blue valve in there, go in there, open it up, and that's how you're going to drain your fresh tank. We're going to let that drain, we fill it for testing, and then we'll close it back up so it's ready for use again. So we'll leave this sitting the way it is, and then it'll be put back when you guys receive this. Come here. This is where you're going to fill your fuel up, unleaded fuel only. Here's where you're going to dump your tanks. You got your gray, which is your, your black, sorry, this is like your toilet water. Your gray is like your shower and sink water. Here's your cap, take it off. You're going to unscrew this piece right here, pass your hose up from underneath, hook it to here. Recommend doing your black tank first, open that up, let that get dumped. Once that's all the way dumped, move to your gray tank. Pull that open, let that dump out too. You have a black tank flush here, so you can screw a hose up into here as you're dumping. There's a sprayer built into your black tank. Help spray everything out, keep it clean that way. And then access to a light down here if we're going to do any of this at night. You got plenty of storage along the underside here, and then that front one is access to your generator. You can start and stop it from out there and check your oil levels and whatnot there, but your main start and stopper from the inside. Outdoor shower, hot and cold, little holder for it. They call it a shower. You probably won't be taking an actual shower outside, but it's perfect for if you had pets or children that got dirty or your feet are all sandy, spray off. I use mine on our camper to do large pots and pans that I don't want to carry inside and get all dirty inside. City water connection. This is where you're going to hook your hose up to if you are going to run off city water, which most of the times people are. If you got a site with water, that's what you're going to hook up to. See, water heater. This has an on-demand water heater. This door you're going to open up to do any inspection and any maintenance. Maintenance here, keeping it clean. Make sure this stays clean. That's all. Keep it clean back here. Should last a while. There is an on and off switch here, but you can just leave it on since it is on demand, and you can turn it off from the inside, which we'll show you when we get inside. Let me kind of line that up. There we go. There we go. Coming around, we'll go in and show the cab once we go inside, but we still got more to talk about on the outside. Come around. Come to the other side. You have another storage compartment here, and then as well as your outside TV. Got your remote for here, and then you do have a radio here. So get your power button here. Turn that on. Here's you can just go through your channels. Just find what that's playing some music. Oh. There you go. Your volume controls. You got your mode selection here. So optical, ignore that. USB. So hook a phone USB. DVD, that does not have a DVD player. Bluetooth, so you can Bluetooth your phone to this. TV, you can put a TV audio through it, and then auxiliary, have an auxiliary port back to FM radio. And then you have zones A and B. It's only on A. And then power to turn it off. Super simple to use. It's nice to have speaker out here, and the nice thing about this is a separate radio. You can have the radio on the inside playing one song and the radio on the outside playing another. A lot of them RV speakers have one radio that has zones, so it's stuck playing the same song both zones. Furnace, keep this clean, keep this clear of debris. They do make screens for these. I do recommend the screens. They just have a little spring that help hold them on. Other than that, keep this clean. Don't use compressed air to clean it out. You just blow stuff further. Find something you can clean it out. Or you can unscrew this and then clean it out that way. Propane tank, all the way to the left is on, all the way to the right is off. You have a gauge here. It's reading empty. This will be full when you receive it. We have to fill it when we're all the way down here. And this is our fill port. And this is what they use for when they're filling, so you won't have to mess with this. Outdoor power, GFCI protected. All your GFCI outlets are on the same circuit, so if you were to trip one, they're all going to get tripped too. Storage, more storage here. Most of your storage on the outside does have lights. And then you do have a propane quick disconnect. If you do have a grill, you want to hit one off of this, that you can have a propane quick disconnect. More storage here. And some more storage here too as well. Actually, that's pretty much it for the outside. We'll go in. We'll start right down here. Got a couple of controls right here. So that's going to turn on your step light right there. You also have your awning light, which is this one right here, I believe. Oops, sorry, camera too low. This one right here. Look at there. Then you have entry light in here for inside. Awning controls, step light, battery disconnect. So what this is, when you're on, your battery is connected. So anytime your camper is plugged in, you are going to want to make sure you're on so the camper receives the charge. If you're going to store your unit and you aren't able to have your camper plugged in while you're storing it, disconnect the battery, turn that to off. Keep the batteries from getting drained. There are a few stuff that always use some battery power. You do have solar, so it's telling me it's charging 13.2. Even off these little lights in here, it is charging the battery. You do have an auto start stop for your generator, so turn it on, off, test it. There is a controller in one of these compartments for it. And that, I believe, is right next to it. So we'll come back to the outside and I'll show you that. Forgot to show you while we were out here. Mine is shaky camera. Right here. So when you turn it on, you can fiddle with these settings there. Right there. So quiet time when it'll shut off, hours. Temperature, it'll automatically start at a certain temperature, or how long it'll run to when it automatically turns on. When it starts, if your DC voltage drops below a certain voltage, it'll automatically start. So that's it for there. You can just use a small little Phillips to adjust those. We don't adjust them because there's different settings people like. And that switch on the inside was how you turned it on. How we doing there? Oh, coming out of focus and walking too fast. So that's what all that is. It's just your solar controller. Underneath your steps, you have access to your batteries. We do check these. This one's perfect condition, brand new. 2 batteries. It's because you have a generator. So it's still 12 volt. Well, the nice thing about that is you can last longer if you're running somewhere and not being plugged in. Which is good, because you do have a 12 volt refrigerator. Oh, I did a 12 volt on an inverter. We can find out just in a second. Because we're going to come in and go to the left and talk to your refrigerator. Yep, this is a 12 volt refrigerator. You can see right there. 12 volt refrigerator. So, this is how you're going to operate it. You're going to push and hold the button to turn it on, push and hold to turn it off. It won't focus for me. Here. Come on, focus here. There we go. This you can select where you're changing the temperature. So that's fridge, that's freezer. They're both at 5. That's how you can go. Little sleep timer, so it'll go to sleep after a while. And again, push and hold to turn this off. Your freezer will always get cold first, and then your freezer will get cold shortly after. The trick with these, however, excuse me, the trick is, since this is battery powered, it does get as cold as quickly as a normal refrigerator does. The only issue is it's going to use a lot of battery power if you're trying to get it cold starting off of your battery. So if you know you're going to go primitive camping somewhere where you aren't going to be able to run your generator because of noise things, and you're going to have to run strictly off your battery, let your fridge get cold while being plugged in first, and then it uses less battery power to keep cold than it does trying to get cold. Other than that, if you are going to go camping somewhere where you can't plug in but you can use your generator, just run your generator. The fridge will still run off of a 12 volt, but as the generator's running, it charges the battery. Folding doors, trifold doors like that. Well, not trifold, I guess bifold. Open up, lock like that. It's going to give you some privacy back there. Push it down to open. We'll make sure you, when you travel, to have these open all the way. You'll hear them click into place. That way they're not sliding everywhere. We'll kind of cover the living area first, and then we'll move into the back. Dual recliners. Pull up on here to recline. Lean back to go all the way. Have a remote for your dash radio, so you can do volume and that. We'll go more into that when we talk about the chassis part. This is a Velcro curtain that can stretch from all the way here all the way along the inside of the cab to curtain off that area, give you some privacy inside the cab. You also have a curtain for the folks up top, as well as this cushion that slides into place here, and a ladder that hooks onto the edge, as well as this kind of gate that can clip to this mesh gate. So if you have small children up there, if you're storing stuff up there, it's not going to slide as you're traveling. We'll come in and talk about the cab. Oh, this is like the new style Ford trucks. Got your cruise controls here, lights here, so turn on your lights and whatnot. Have an emergency start. So what that is let's say your chassis battery would have died. Your chassis battery is the battery under the hood, not the battery underneath those steps. If that would have died and you can't plug in or whatever, if you push this button, it's going to divert power from the chassis battery to your house batteries. And you're just going to hold this, and you'll be able to turn over your car. Got a little menu in the dash. You can scroll through that using your arrow keys. Fuel economy, miles till empty, trips traveled, time. So a lot of good information there. Coming over to your radio. Use this to scroll through your channels. So, super simple. These are your presets. Push and hold to save a preset. Boom, just like that. Settings, you can do your audio settings if you want to mess with that. Keypad if you want to type in a channel yourself. Then you have manual buttons too, so your volume controls are on this. That's your mute button. Push and hold to turn off. Push the microphone if you have your phone hooked up to it to make a call or Bluetooth someone. You can hit home here or home on the touchscreen. You have different zones inside. So if I turn on zone 1, that's the radio in the cab. And then zone 2 is the radio, is the speakers for the up there. So when you have this radio on, you have different zones playing the same station. Look at your volume controls. Let's see if we can.
Those things impact your credit score.
Didn't impact my credit score, Dad.
So go home.
I'm going to the dealership for a test drive and to make the purchase.
You can hear the cab's off. Now it's on. Now those speakers are off. Now they're on.
What's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply.
You can turn on your camera. So when you're driving, your rear view camera is always on, so you can always see behind you. Or when you go into reverse, it'll turn on as well. And then you do turn signals. Left turn, it goes to the camera on the left. Right turn, it'll go to the camera on the right. So if people are next to you, or if you're making a turn, you can avoid the curb or avoid hitting a car that's riding in the lane next to you. You can also Bluetooth your phone to this, and then listen to whatever music off your phone, and then if someone calls you, it'll come through the speakers here. 12-volt outlet, a USB port, another USB port, and then a USB-C port. Those are getting popular nowadays. And then regular climate controls, just like an older style Ford box van. High-low fan speed, you get your cool, heat, max AC, normal AC, vent, floor, and then mix. Pretty simple. Hazard button right there. Tow haul mode, so if you are going to tow haul, you're going to tow this with this, like a car, you want to use tow haul mode. And then you also have manual mode there, so you can manually select gears if you are going to do tow like that. Again, this only has a 8,000 pound hookup. And then you have heated mirrors and then powered adjustable mirrors too, which is nice. Here's the keys to it with your entry door keys there. Key fob, chassis key. I'm going to tap that. Coming up out of here. Right below there, propane gas alarm. And then carbon monoxide alarm too. That's hardwired to a 12-volt system. No batteries you got to worry about. More USB ports. This table turns into a dinette bench, so you'll just move these bottom cushions out of the way temporarily. So you can move this latch over, push down on the table. As you can see, you would move these cushions out of the way so the table can rest here. Then you'll lay these cushions on top, fill in the gap, give a spot to sleep. Now, I'll have to double check, let you know for sure. So, it includes the solar controller. It's most likely not wired for solar. The number we were seeing is probably the number off the voltage, which is not off the converter, which is nice so you can monitor your charging. So if you are plugged in, you at least know it's charging. At the end of the video, I'll pause it, go back up, check the roof, and let you guys know for sure if it has panels or not, or if it's just prepped. Got a TV in here, the remote for it. Oh, I thought I put it in there on the table. When you guys receive this, this will be in here, as well as your radio remote here. Nice thing about these seats is it has seat belts in them, so people can ride there, as well as your dinette bench seat belts in there too. So storage underneath there. Fold up table, locks up. You just lift up and then push back up on these again to unlock it. An outlet there, plenty of drawer space there, plenty of drawer space there, drawers there, storage here, plenty of storage up there. Got some light controls here. This one right here is controlling LED lights under your counter. The other one are the under lights here, and then the last one are those lights there. You have center clicking lights for over here, so there's that. Coming up here, lots of controls. Generator, so you start and stop it here. Hold down stop till that generator light comes on. That's priming it. Push up to start. We're plugged in. It's I don't like starting them when they're plugged in, but you can because it does have a transfer switch. If you are going to start this, let your generator run for a few minutes before you try to turn an AC on or anything. Let it get warmed up. You can read propane levels here. Like I said, we got to fill it still. Your battery, how full your fresh, your black, and your grays are. Slide out, extend, and retract. So slide 1 is the big one. Slide 2 is the small one. You will have to fold your mattress up before you close it. Tank heaters, black and gray, so you have tank heaters. Water pump, so you need to use your water pump when you're pumping water from that fresh tank I was showing you. Power control system just lets you know stuff So service, scroll, everything is getting power. So amps, I'm only using 6 amps of power now, but I'm running 30 amp service. Thermostat, pretty simple. Tap that. It's going to bring on your fan mode, auto, high, and low. I just recommend running auto. It's going to allow the AC to cycle on and off, keep temperatures low, or not low, but where you want them. Keeps the AC from overworking and freezing up. Tap that on for cool. Cool goes to 55. Hit it for your furnace. Furnace goes to 90. So we'll kick that on. Leveling system. So your leveling system needs your parking brake to be on and your engine to be running. So we're gonna crank that over. Remember, we have our parking brake on. We'll come over here and turn this on. So this is leveled right now. The jacks are down, it's leveled. To retract them, you're just gonna hit retract all jacks. All the jacks are gonna retract. You'll be good to go. When you want to level it, you just hit auto level. It'll start your auto leveling procedure right away. When you are auto leveling, don't be moving around in here. If you are in here, sit. If not, stay out of it. Let it get leveled, then come in. As you move around, it kind of throws it off. So we'll just hit retract all jacks. That's going to retract all the jacks. Once it's done, the jacks down button will go away, the weight will go away, and then it'll be good to hit auto. This is manual. If you don't want to go in manually and manually level it, you can. Do not use your leveling system to pick up your unit if you have to change out a tire or anything on it. It's not meant for that. When that's done, we'll come back to it. We'll kind of go to the bathroom here real quick. Controls for your on-demand, so that's off. That's on. You can change from Celsius to Fahrenheit, change your temperature. When you open up something on the hot side, this will kick on. It'll show a little image telling you it's working. Fan with a knob to open it. It's nice it's on a switch, you don't gotta reach up. Light for here, got a toilet paper roll holder. Toilet is a pedestal toilet, and then you have your flusher on the right. And it's a porcelain toilet, which is nice. Shower. Keep your shower door latched. When you travel, you don't want this door swinging all over the place as you're going down the road. Open it up. Nice tall skylight. So if you're a taller person, you can have room to stand up. And then hot and cold, very simple in here. Again, can't reiterate it enough when you travel to have that latched. Close your door on that. TV for the bedroom in here. Remote is in this drawer here. Have a light for that. Your vanity, big vanity cabinets here. This is your basically your bedroom door. You'll unclip it here. It slides all the way and then latches to that thing right there. And then when you're done, you're just gonna want to close it and then snap it back in place. Light switches in here are for the bedroom lights and then your closet lights. Oh, sorry. Outlets and USB over here, and then outlet and USB over there. Actually, this is outlet and a 12-volt outlet over here. Remember when I was saying you gotta fold this mattress up? So you just lift it underneath. It'll fold like that. And we'll leave it like that because we gotta close this up when we're done. Do have a controls for another AC. This has what's called the Smart Start. I believe that's what it's called. So you can run 2 ACs off a 30 amp system, which is nice. So your bedroom has a separate AC in it too. So if you open it up here, it'll dump it all out here. If you close it, it's going to start distributing from the vents. Both ACs are fed to each other, so if you're running both at once, it's just good. It could be a little more efficient. Tap that to turn it off. Although it gives an option to control the furnace, you can't control the furnace from this. And one of my favorite things about these chateaus, you walk in, you're in a double closet, well, double-sided closet, so drawers and space on both sides, like a his and hers closet. And then outlets on that side if you have anything that needs to be plugged in at night in here. That's in there, and then the same type of door latch like that. It does latch locked too, so when you travel, just pick one closed or open to have it locked in place at. Emergency exit window. Just open, pivot this, window pivots out, jump out there if you need be. And plenty of storage above the bed, as well as double clicking lights. Like I was showing you, click the center button to turn it on. Alright. A few more things. Smoke alarm there. And then your fire extinguisher there. And I showed you the LP alarm. I'm actually going to shut this off. So, your smoke alarm, and then your smoke alarm and fire extinguisher expire in 10 years. So if you still own this camper in 10 years, it's time to get a new one, as well as your LP carbon monoxide alarm too. See anything I forgot in this little area, and then we'll kind of move to the kitchen area. Double sliding doors here. So that opens like that. Both drawers slide out. Same thing with this one on the side over here. This slides out. Extra space. Sink. This removes. Removable head. Hot and cold air. And then kind of a cover for that air. Gives you extra space if you're not using your sink. Pop-up outlet. So push that. Grab that. Lift it up. Got GFCI outlets there, as well as USB ports there. Like I said, all your GFCIs are in the same circuit, so your main one is... See, I think where is your main one? That's where you reset it, on your main GFI, and it's not in here. The main GFCI is... there, right there. So if any GFCI is tripped, this is the one you're going to hit the reset button on. Microwave. Looks like a standard household microwave. It's fancier than mine at home. This will all be put together when you got the racks, so you can use a convection, because it's convection as well, because this doesn't have a stove in it. Then you have an induction top. Turn it on. You can turn the heat, the temperature, all that from here, which is really nice. Don't leave any pans on it when you travel, it's all going to slide. And then your cooktops. So you push down, light right up. Just like that. Super simple. That's it for the kitchen. And that's pretty much it for everything in here. The only thing I'll have to do is come back at the end of the video and let you guys know for sure about the solar panels. So we'll be right back. Good news, folks. Looked on the roof. This does have the solar panel. So it appears this Chateau is very well equipped. 12-volt fridge, convection, dual ACs. This camper is perfect. So I hope this video reaches you guys okay. I hope you guys have a heck of a lot of fun using this camper. I really do like these Chateaus. This one is my favorite model. So hope it becomes your guys' favorite too. Until next time, enjoy your camper. Hey folks, back again. There's one more thing I forgot to show you, and that was your awning. That's your controls right here. The only thing about your awning is, if your keys are in the ignition, it won't roll out. That's a safety feature to keep it from accidentally rolling out when you're going down the road. That's your controls for your awning. So he'll go out.
All right, man.
Does not stop automatically once you reach your outward position. Let off your switch. It looks kind of like that. Boom, you guys are golden. And then it is adjustable for pitch. Here, grab here, pull it down. So if it's raining, you can have water run off to one end. If it's getting really bad and stormy, roll it in. You don't want the wind to rip it off. And if you roll it in wet, when you get the chance to, roll it back out and let it dry off if it's sunny and dry the next day. Keep it from retaining moisture. So that's it for about that. Sorry about that. Again, hope you guys enjoy your camper, get a lot of good use out of it. Hope this video finds you good.